A little quick story just before I do general introductions and welcome everybody. So a little funny story. So a couple years ago, we did the Keys release in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Dr. Fortress and I did a big splash, and we went to do the Keys release at Oak Ridge High School, and we had one person show up. So I was driving here tonight thinking, gosh, what am I going to do if only one person shows up? And then I thought, well, if I have two people show up, then that's 100% better than we had 2 years ago. So it's funny, I walked in the door and Will Evans and Kara Huckabee were here, and there were two people, and I was like, yes, hit my goal, 100% more attendance. So thank you very much for coming. I know there are things that you needed to do tonight, places you needed to be. We have basketball games taking place, but this is an exciting time for Maury County Public Schools, and I'm very excited to share this with you. So down front, we have elected officials and reserved delegates, so thank you very much for coming tonight, guys. I greatly appreciate you being here and taking your time to come be a part of this. How many of you are Maury County School employees? Raise your hand. Woo! All right. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. You guys have been in trainings all day today, and I know you're tired, but this is an exciting time for Maury County Public Schools. We took about 2.5 months to collect this data and collect this information, and we have some exciting things to release to you this afternoon. So really, what's going to happen after today is really critical and important, and I'll go over that at the end. But without further ado, I want to start to dig in to what we're going to be doing in Maury County Public Schools, as it says up here, to unlock potential for all students. And I want to specifically point to the letters ALL. Because this is not just for some students or a couple students. This is the work that we're going to do for all students. We're going to watch to see how all students are performing according to the Keys to College and Career Readiness, and that's what excites me. Our students that are in general education, our students that are in special education, our students that are in career technical education, our students of minority, our students of poverty, we're going to watch all kids and see how they perform according to the Keys. So I'm excited, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, so key number one at the elementary level. Notice that it says up here that we have 3,354 responses. That means that we have 3,354 Post-it notes that one person had to sift through. This one person sifted. She actually asked, she said, tonight, can I come up front and just kind of release all the Post-it notes and let them float everywhere? I said, Teresa, let's not get a little ahead of ourselves. Okay, so I'm excited to say that this is the number one choice of respondents. And then this key received a combo of 49.4% of the votes. What that means is over 1,656 people said that this is something that they want students to know and be able to do by the time they leave elementary school. And I'm happy to release to you that the first key is going to be, now before I hit the button, if any of you are doing Twitter, if you've been following me, you've been seeing that I've been using the hashtag MCPS Keys. So if you're tweeting out to those people that are out and about that couldn't be here tonight, if you could please hashtag MCPS Keys, I'd appreciate it, because I can't Twitter while I'm talking. So here we go, key number one. All students reading proficiency at or above grade level by the end of 3rd grade. Based on the research, we know about the incarceration facts of a student not being able to read before they head to middle school. This key will give us an early warning indicator so that we can intervene to help students. And we've already begun looking at this indicator by using digital programs. One of the ones that we've been talking about is MyOn, which is a literacy program which can track how our students are performing with how they read. So we're already making an effort to start to improve this key. Key number two, again, 3,354 responses. This also received a combo of 49.4% of the votes, and this was the number one choice of respondents. Key number two is all students' math proficiency at or above grade level by the end of 4th grade. Based on the research and properly preparing students for the ACT, we know that this key will help us collectively impact math's preparation for all students. We've already begun looking at digital programs to augment classroom learning. We've been looking at 10 Marks, which is in the 4th grade through Algebra 2 math program, and we're currently working with one of our elementary schools to look at piloting a program called Dreambox, which is a program that goes from 3-year-olds all the way through 4th grade. Key number 3, At the middle school level, we have 3,035 responses. This was the #1 choice of respondents at 38.4% of the votes. I'm happy to say that key number 3 is all students' math and English proficiency at or above grade level by the end of 6th grade. Based on the research that we saw concerning the middle years, we know that a high schooler's success depends on what happens in middle school. This key will give us an early warning indicator to those students that might struggle when they get to high school. Key number 4. This key also had 3,000, or this middle school level also had 3,035 responses. This was the number 3 choice by respondents with 6.7% of the votes. And at key number 4, we will make sure that all students are proficient in Algebra 1 by the end of 8th grade. Linked to key number 2, this will give us a clear pathway to determine how our students are progressing up to the 8th grade with math, and what we can do earlier to help more students do better. Moving on to key number 5. At the high school level, we had 2,938 post-it notes. This was the number 2 choice of respondents, and it garnered 12.1% of the votes. I'm happy to say that key number 5 is that all students scoring at or above the ACT College Readiness benchmarks by graduation. That means that we will make sure that every single student has at least an 18 in English, a 22 in reading, a 22 in math, and also a 23 in science. Based on research and in alignment with the Tennessee Department of Education, Tennessee Succeeds, where the governor and the Tennessee Department of Education want the ACT composite to rise to a 21. This goal sets our students on a path to academic readiness for college, or if they choose, readiness for the workplace. Key number 6. I think you may be able to tell this one just by the icon that it's put on. 2,938 responses. This was the #1 choice of respondents at the high school level, and this garnered 13.9% of the votes. That meant that over 408 responses said that they wanted all students financially literate by the time that they graduated. Financial literacy has been a goal of the state of Tennessee for a while, and now it is an intentional goal for the students of Maury County. Our students will become financially literate, and now we, the residents and taxpayers of Maury County, will know how many students are and are not prepared for life with concern to their own personal finances. And the last one, key number 7, which is really the key that excites me the most, because this is the key that's going to push a lot of the innovation that we're working for right now in Maury County schools. Again, we had 2,938 responses. This was the combo number 2 and 3 responses, and it garnered 21.5% of the vote. Key number 7 is that we will guarantee that every student will participate in either AP, dual enrollment, industry certification, work-based learning, or military preparation by graduation. Our students need more access to more opportunities during the school day. This key forces us to build these opportunities into the school day and track how many students are taking part. This key forces us to make Maury County Public Schools student-centered. We have already started to work on this key. Next week, I'm happy to announce that Maury County Public Schools will be signing an intentional partnership agreement that makes Maury County Public Schools the exclusive partner to Columbia State Community College. Dual enrollment, industry certifications, and student opportunity will become a cornerstone of the work that MCPS and CSCC will do on a daily basis. Also, initiated by our current career technical lead, Ms. Lori Brown, we have also started our workforce roundtables where current industry partners are and will tell us what we need to do to meet the demands of the workforce, both today and tomorrow. I'm happy to tell you that those are our future keys to college and career readiness in Maury County Public Schools. Before you leave today, we have flyers for each of you, and this is the flyer that currently lays out what the keys are. So you will have this moving forward, and you will see more coming out in the next couple weeks. But what's next? So we're in the process right now of creating our own district-based scorecard called the Key to Performance Results, KPRs. When this overarching scorecard is created, a copy will appear on our district website and will be public information. We're in the process of creating a new website, and you're going to see a link that says Keys to College and Career Readiness. You will be able to see the results and how we're doing every single day with regards to the keys for all kids. Schools will be trained on creating their own school-based scorecards with district assistants. These school-based scorecards will include measures created by teachers and principals that will have initiatives aligned to improving the district-based scorecards. Principals will be trained to identify these strategies that will improve the performance of their school-based scorecards. And these strategies, upon presentation and approval, will be added to the district budgeting process and will be presented to the school board and the county commission for funding. I am very excited as the director of Maury County Public Schools to present these community keys to you and to begin the systemic and systematic work for creating greater learning opportunities for all students in the Maury County Public School System. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate your time tonight, and now the work begins. Have a good night.